Hello, educators, librarians, administrators, and related professionals. Are you tired of feeling like your lessons aren't reaching all of your students? Do you feel like some of your students are frustrated or just simply not engaged? Do you wish there was a better way to help all of your students be more successful? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then Universal Design for Learning is for you. According to the Higher Education Opportunity Act of 2008, the term Universal Design for Learning means a scientifically valid framework for guiding educational practice that both provides flexibility in the ways information is presented, in the ways student responds or demonstrates knowledge and skills, and in the ways students are engaged. Universal Design for Learning also reduces barriers in instruction, provides appropriate accommodation, supports, and challenges, and maintains high achievement expectation for all students, including students with disabilities and students who are limited English proficient. According to the Universal Design for Learning, creating a learning environment that challenges and engages all students module from the IRIS Center for Training Enhancements, and as I'm sure you all know, today's classrooms are more diverse than ever. Students see, hear, speak, move, read, write, understand English, organize, engage, and remember in so many different ways. Universal Design for Learning provides a vision for breaking the traditional one-size-fits-all mold and therefore expands the opportunity for learning for all students with learning differences. Recognizing and responding to diversity is a core motivation for engaging in Universal Design for Learning practices and can make your students more successful. According to the National Center on Universal Design for Learning, there are three main principles of UDL. Principle 1 is to provide multiple means of representation, or the what of learning. Since there are many different types of learners, there is not one means for representation that will be optimal for all these learners. So providing options for representation is essential. To make it simple, this principle basically means giving your learners various ways of acquiring information and knowledge. Principle 2 is to provide multiple means of action and expression, or the how of learning. This means providing learners with alternatives for demonstrating what they know. Principle 3 is to provide multiple means of engagement, or the why of learning. This principle states that to tap into learners' interests, you need to challenge them appropriately and motivate them so that they want to learn. Still not sure if UDL is right for you? Well, let's talk about the 3 goals of UDL and then you can decide. The 3 goals are for that your students will have good comprehension, meaning that they'll have good strategies and know what to do, have good executive function, meaning that they'll know how to make good plans, set appropriate goals for themselves, and monitor their own progress, and engagement, so the ability to self-regulate, and they are in charge of their own bodies. Sounds like some pretty good goals to me. Ready to get started? Here's some ways that you can increase the use of Universal Design for Learning in your classroom so that you can start helping your students. The first thing that you could do is provide all text in a digital format, since some students are just more motivated to learn it digitally. This could help increase their learning if they actually want to learn the material instead of feeling like they just have to do it. You could also provide captions for all graphic representations, images, and audio, or provide educationally relevant descriptions for images and graphic layouts. Another thing you could do is provide captions and educationally relevant descriptions for video. Use powerful video anchors that include descriptions of what is being viewed. And finally, provide cognitive supports for content and activities, so things like summarizing big ideas, providing scaffolding for learning and generalization, building fluency through practice, providing assessments for background knowledge, and including explicit strategies to make clear the goals and methods of instruction. Still have questions or are looking for additional information? In the article Universal Design for Learning, an overview, Dr. Sharon Raimondi listed some websites where teachers can get additional resources on universal design for learning. You will be amazed at the plethora of resources for both teachers and students, which is created by a host of dedicated professionals. Thanks for listening. We hope you learned a lot about universal design for learning and are excited to get started.